Welcome cousins to another session of Honest Talk About Women, where you'll learn tips, tricks and strategies on how to navigate the minefields of dating and relationships. Don't forget to press the like button, click on the comments section and make a comment, and also subscribe to the channel. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Today's topic is going to be about what to look for when using a dating app of your choice. So before you start dating, guys, as I said before in other videos, you need to be in the right headspace so you have mental clarity. The worst thing you can do is walk blindfolded into a new relationship and not have your blinkers on. You've got to have your eyes wide open. So to put your best foot forward and to get into that top 10%, because that's what the girls want to look for. They want to only hit on the top 10% on these dating apps. What you need to do is to make sure you have your best foot put forward and be in good shape, and that means no pot belly. So you got to lose that pot belly, guys. You got to have the right mental clarity. If you're coming out of a messy divorce or a messy relationship, then it'll be unlikely you'll be in the right headspace for a new relationship. So let's get yourself in order first, guys, before you get onto a dating app. So let's assume you're on the dating app and you don't know what to look for. Well, let's start going through the list of what not to look for. So there are criteria you can filter your searches for, and I advise you to not be too restrictive on that, because you can miss out on some good people, and the actual pool size of people will become smaller and smaller with the more conditions that you add on to the search criteria. So for example, I'm not a religious person, but I had a very successful relationship with a religious person on that front who went to church on Sunday mornings while I took the dog to the beach. So don't be too restrictive on your search criteria. And also, women are very selective on who they search for, and most 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 10 grade type women only go for the top 10% of guys. So there's usually a lot of Western ladies do the 6 sixes, which is, to me, is unrealistic, because it's you're going into the top 1% of men. But basically their 6 sixes requirement is 6-pack of the stomach, 6-figure salary, 6 inches below the belt, 6 foot tall plus, 600 horsepower car, and 6 months from the last relationship. And if you put all that together and find that guy, it's going to be a long search for a lot of ladies, because to me that guy almost doesn't exist, and if he does exist, it'll be well less than 1%. And Asian women are no different. They also have a slightly different criteria or check box, and they have the 5 C's, which is cash, car, credit card, condo, and country club membership. So women are very selective. They only click on the top 10%, and it's the photo that does everything. So not so much your bio, your other features or interests. It's basically the photo. That's basically what they look at, whether they swipe left or right. So you've got to put your best foot forward, guys, and get yourself some professional photography. But anyway, today's topic is about you guys looking at women's profiles. So basically, there's quite a few red flags that you need to look for, and it's very common, the amount of women that commit these mistakes. The first one is putting kids in a photo profile, especially very young kids. To me, that's a big no-no. There's too many monsters out there to put young kids on a dating profile in your profile, so that shows a lack of understanding or awareness of the dangers out there. But secondly, you don't want women with kids, because it complicates the situation. Most women who are dating with kids, it's basically you're taking on someone else's responsibility, some other man's responsibility, and you're taking on another man's seed. And if those kids are over 7 years old, then they would have had the foundations implemented in them of the parenting style of the biological father and the biological mother if they're actively involved in the first 7 years. So basically you're taking on someone else's kids who will be trained to a different way of doing things and a different way of liking to your way of operating. So it just brings massive complications. So my advice is to avoid single mothers. You don't want to take on someone else's responsibility. There's all sorts of headaches. And I'll do a separate video channel of that for those guys that want to have a discussion in depth about that. Another one is distance. When you are looking at swiping right on someone, they should be no more than 40 kilometers away. So you don't want to spend no more than 30 or 40 minutes in a car. Most cities are badly planned, and it only takes one person running out of petrol on a motorway or having a nose-to-tail collision, and the whole motorway comes to a standstill, or that bypass comes to a standstill. It can be incredibly frustrating, and also the synchronization of lights. Some cities can be all over the place, so you could possibly go through 30 sets of traffic lights to get to someone, and it's stop, start, stop, start, stop, 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 start. So you don't want to go through. In Auckland, there's a beautiful island which is about 40 nautical miles from the shore, and on that island there appears, when I've previously been on dating apps, there appears to be a lot of single beautiful women on this island. The island's called Waiheke Island. It's well known in New Zealand, and it's a lovely island. And there's a lot of single ladies on that island, but I don't swipe on any of those women who live on that island, because it's basically a 3-hour round-trip commute. When you drive your car into the city, park your car in the city, there's expensive parking in the city. You catch the ferry across, which takes 45 minutes. Sometimes it's cancelled because of weather, and sometimes they don't run on time. And the whole trip is too long. You want to have that spontaneity where you get a text at night, you're either sending it to her or she's sending it to you, and it's a one-word text and it says action, and you know the drill. You just get in your car and you're there, no more than 30 minutes there, no more than 40 minutes. So that's what you want. Live close by. A lot of women in their profiles, there seems to be a number of them that do the fingers to you, and I just do not understand why women do that. To me, that's the fuck off sign. And why would they be doing that when they're trying to market themselves to you? So it's beyond comprehension. They show lack of maturity or understanding exactly what they're doing, so swipe left on that. Another one is poking their tongue out. To me, that's what kids do. And to me, that speaks volumes about their maturity. I don't know why a woman do that. And I've actually been in big cities overseas, and yeah, you still have a small percentage that put that in their profiles overseas too. So it goes right across the world. I don't see what the humour in that is at all. Some women are completely clueless on how to market themselves. They put 4 or 5 photos only of scenery. So you're not looking for a tour guide, and you just want to see the person. It's incredible why someone would not put a photo of themselves. In fact, if someone doesn't put a photo of themselves, or they only have their back shown in the photo, you just don't communicate with them, because you want to see their face and you want to see the full length of their body. And the reason why you want to see their full length of the body, watch this video, it's quite funny.
I was supposed to have a first date tonight, and he just unmatched me on Bumble, so I guess we're not going to get drinks anymore. But I thought I would show you guys my outfit so somebody saw it, because I know I'll get questions. My dress is from Eloquy, but I got it from Dia & Co. My jacket is from ASOS, and my boots are Topshop.
Another one is people that put food photos. I've never come across so many women that put photos of food, and there's no photos of themselves. Quite bizarre. Some women only have 4 or 5 photos of different types of food. Why you would do that is beyond comprehension. Again, swipe left. It communicates nothing about them. Other women have screens and screens of words of photos. So they have this eat, pray, sleep, blah 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 written language, and I can't be bothered reading all that nonsense. You just want to have a look at their face, look at their full length of their body, and take it in from there. So again, I do not understand why women put screens and screens of signs that have a whole lot of words on it. Don't understand. Another one is women taking photos in toilets. I actually previously came across a lady eating a hamburger on a toilet, and it's just disgusting. So that tells volumes about the woman. Again, swipe left. Another one is a lady taking a selfie in her bedroom, and you just look behind her, and it's just full of mess. Her whole room is just a tip. So if you project that forward into a relationship, how's she going to manage the house? Or if you're both managing the house, is she going to do her part, and vice versa? So again, swipe left. Women that say partner in crime, do they want to commit criminal activity? Oh, I'm looking for my partner in crime. So there's going to be two partners and they're going to commit criminal acts. I don't understand why women put that comment, and that's quite common throughout the world from the cities I've been in where I've used a dating app. Another one is knight in shining armor. They've obviously been watching too many Disneyland movies. It doesn't work like that. Why people say that is beyond comprehension. It's just a Disneyland myth. Another one is that I want a boyfriend that can make me laugh. So do they want a clown? So when you come home after 12 hours of work, you're exhausted, you need to put your clown outfit on and make them laugh. Again, I do not understand why women say that. A sense of humor, absolutely fine. It's great to have a sense of humor. And maybe they're looking for someone with a sense of humor, but to say that I want someone to make me laugh, it's like, Daddy, please make me laugh. Just doesn't work like that in reality. Another one is excessive earrings in the nose, mouth, tongue, ears. Big no-no. I don't know why people do that. Another one is excessive tattoos. I'm not totally against tattoos, but there is a trend to have excessive amounts of tattoos. Women that have sleeves of tattoos, and they're quite proud of it. In fact, their first photo is showing off their tattoos. And remember, you've got to bring this lady home to your mother, who most likely will be a lot more conservative than your girlfriend. So just keep that in mind, guys. Another one is politics. I think Bumble allows you to state if you're looking for someone who's left or right or moderate. Obviously a moderate's okay. I'd keep away from those left-wing people. Those people tend to like government Kool-Aid, a lot of freebies from the government, and they're most likely the voters who are trying to tax you more or tax the most productive people who are carrying the heavy load of the economy and creating wealth. So with a lot of lefty people, I'm not saying all lefty people like that, but there can be a tendency with a lot of lefty people to want more government Kool-Aid and higher taxes, and that just basically goes against your work ethos. For someone that works incredibly hard, why should you be taxed more? Another one that a lot of women state is the patriarchy. Now that could be both sides of the coin. Some women state in their profile they're against the patriarchy. That's basically the man takes power of the household, and also they're a feminist, and that's automatically red flag, swipe left. You don't want to encounter those type of people. But if some lady says, I like the patriarchy, I support the man in charge and taking charge of the household, absolutely fine. Another common feature of women, alcohol. Why women show a glass out in front of them as a proud achievement or an accomplishment, I do not understand. And it's usually associated with round, chubby faces. So if that's what their face is like, can you imagine what the rest of their body's like? there are plenty of women out there that you'll come across that are clean cut, and they're like the girl next door. And those are the ones you want to swipe right on. And don't just swipe right on them, ask them a question. And when you ask a question, it should be a bit of humor in the question. So if there's a picture of a lady playing golf, this type of question stating, what's your score on the 19th hole? If she plays golf, she'll understand the humor of that. Or if there's another lady who's out on a boat, and she looks great, you just message her, have you caught any big fish lately? And with fish, you put in speech marks. So meaning, have you caught any big guys lately? That's basically it today, guys. So when you're searching, those are the sort of things you want to keep well away from, and hopefully it will filter down to some very nice women that you can date. But once again, if you're using a dating app, which is a secondary tool that you should be using, you've got to put your best foot forward. So that means no gut. You present well. You've got some professional photos taken, and you're on the dating app, and it's a serious business. Well, hopefully those tips and tricks will come in handy for you when you're next browsing through the apps. Cheers.